Hi guys, my name is Nicole and I'm from Senior 1 Class 6 in Suzhou Foreign Language School. Today my topic will focus on the new weekend economy. So what is actually the new weekend economy? Well, as the name suggests, the consumption activities conducted at weekends can be included in the scope. Well, the contents will be divided into 4 parts. They are introduction, reasons, methods, and commitment to the rural economy. So here comes the first part. And at weekends, we can do a lot of things such as like driving with our own families to the suburbs of the city to go camping or attending a one-night music festival. Besides, having barbecues and like playing sports such as the sport of the paddleboard can also add spices to our daily lives. So let's take Haidilao as an example to explain the influences of the new weekend economy on the general restaurants. Well, the relevant personnel in charge of the Haidilao hot pot said that on weekends after the Spring Festival, there was a continuous release of social demand of the gatherings, such as the large table dinings and reservations. According to the data, the reception volume of Haidilao increased by 15%. Now, there are 3 reasons which can lead to the arise of the phenomenon. And the first one is people's desire to balance their work and life. Well, in the homogenized urban order, the desire for the citizens to balance their work and life on vacations becomes stronger and stronger under the stress of the fast paces of the era. As a result, traveling around the city, which can be experienced on vacations and at weekends, becomes one of the mainstream lifestyles of the urban consumers. Besides, the epidemic also results in the inability for the customers to travel across regions. And the third reason is the supply side reform. To be more specific, the supply side reform refers to the young becoming the main consumer group with different needs from the previous generations. For instance, the young may prefer to sitting in which they may read relevant contents shared by others before going shopping. This habit is actually assisted by the internet or the social media, and this trend is similar over the world. And for instance, in the United States, the big data indicates that the must-eat list has become the new search keywords over the weekend consumption. Now let's take a look at the cycle over there, and the arrow on the left corner is seeding, in which people may get to know one product through channels like the internet, magazines, apps like Xiaohongshu or Baidu, and they may grow the interest in it. Growing their desire to purchase it is called growing grass, and ultimately, when the grass is too tall for the customers to stand their desire, they may buy it home. It is called pulling seed. However, in some special cases, the customers may give up buying the product. It is mainly because the products may be no longer suitable or useful for them. As a result, they may give up buying them, but it is also considered as pulling seed. And for another example, the customers may prefer social consumption. According to the consumption trend in Meituan, having hot pot and barbecue is becoming the top choices for the young to eat together at weekends. We provide opportunities for the young people to socialize at weekends. So what enterprises should do should be taken into account. Well, in the long term, stimulating the domestic consumption and demand should be the first priority. And it will be divided into 3 keywords. They are experience, seeing, and emotion. For experiences, the so-called experientialization is to bring consumers a better comprehensive experience. And the firm should not only make it more affordable, but also provide goods and services with better qualities. For instance, Meituan's 815 Huishi Festival can launched full reductions and allowing the customers to buying products as many as possible affordably. And the next one is the scene. The scenario-based means that the supply side should not only design products based on consumer needs, but also design some scenarios. For instance, according to the data in Meituan, the group under 35 is becoming the main consumer group of the weekend night consumption, accounting for nearly 90%. This raises the prospect of the weekend night spending and that business can build around in order to appeal to the under 35s. And the last one is the emotional, in which people may focus more on the appearance. To be more specific, the food or the beverages should not only taste good, but also look good in order to be easily displayed on apps like WeChat. In this case, the consumption is part of the social activities. And in other words, the firms should add emotions to their goods and services in order to impress the users. For instance, China Eastern Airlines, the weekend flight, it gave its flight some casual emotions and freedom, impressing its young users who advocate for freedom and work on the go. And the last part is some special effects on the rural economy. The most significant point is it can help the rural revitalization. I cited two sentences, and they are as with the arrival of tourists, the soil landscape has become a new landmark, and the small specialty has become a big industry. For example, Haimen has built a number of tourist attractions like Zhangjian Memorial Museum and Bianzhiling Art Museum. These local characteristics drive the consumption, not to mention some attractions of the farm music and the celebrity shops for the tourists. Well, the weekend economy's strong recovery and exposure to the fresh consumer market, based not only on some local characteristics, is developing some high quality rural development in order to gain more advances and revitalization. So that's all for my presentation, and thanks for listening.